If you want to be a great shooter, you should be doing this workout every single day. The number one reason why players struggle to become great shooters isn't because they don't necessarily put in the amount of time that's required or they don't get enough reps. Usually it's because they either don't have a solid foundation or the reps and the time that they're putting in aren't actually helpful to helping them actually become the shooter that they want to be. So right now we're going to go through drills and a workout you can do every single day that are going to help you to not only build that foundation, but become elite at the things that matter, and they're going to help you make more shots. Just remember, this isn't about checking off a bunch of boxes that say that you went and got your shots up for the day. If you really want this workout and these drills to help you become the shooter that you want to be, you need to be very deliberate and focused with the work that you're putting in. And if that's your mindset as you approach these drills every single day, you're going to become a much better shooter very, very quickly. Let's get into it. Now, the first thing we're gonna run through here is hand placement. This is an area that a lot of players struggle with, and what that can result in is the ball coming off your hand differently every time, or you not feeling like you have a lot of control of the ball when you shoot it. So we're gonna go through this really quickly. Now, if you already have good hand placement and it feels consistent for you, don't worry about this, but this is a huge problem. We wanna make sure we build that foundation, so we're gonna go through it real quick right now. So the first thing we'll touch on is shooting hand, and the best way to do this is just to split the air holes. You wanna find that air hole in the ball. That's gonna be the center of the basketball, and just split it with those first two fingers, which is gonna help you know that you're shooting through the middle of the basketball with that shooting hand. Now with that guide hand, I like to put it right on that seam in the middle of the basketball, because again, that's gonna let me know that I have my hand directly on the side of that basketball. I'm gonna have good control and good stability in the basketball. So having that hand splitting that seam there with the shooting hand, and then getting that guide hand with that thumb on the seam, that's gonna let me have really good control, really good placement of the basketball so that I can shoot the ball consistently. So now what we're gonna do is just take time and warm up and really get a good feel for that hand placement. So we're just gonna be close to the basket right here. You're really gonna check that hand every time. So I'm gonna go make sure, okay, I'm splitting that air hole. I have my thumb right on the side on that seam right there. And then I'm just gonna go up into a shot right there. Just really feeling myself in control of the basketball, shooting directly through the middle. And I just wanna keep on building that comfort level with that hand placement and really started to get just a good feel and a good confidence in terms of where my hands are on the basketball so that I have good control over it. You can move all throughout the paint right here, just kind of staying in that same range, checking that hand every single time before you put that shot up. Another area that a lot of players struggle with is their sequencing and their energy transfer, which sounds really complicated, but all that it means is whenever I want to shoot the ball, I have to take energy from the ground, transfer it through my body and into the basketball. And if there's a break, or if the way that you do that is out of order, then you're gonna struggle to shoot from far away and to shoot consistently. We wanna make sure we take care of those two things. So we're gonna do a drill called the 1-2 drill right here. All that you have to know for this is these three different positions, two positions, then one movement. So my one position is as if like the ball's in my shooting pocket and I'm like nice and loaded up. So right here, like shot ready position, that's my one position. My two position is just me raising the basketball up. Notice my body's not moving, right? I'm in my one position, only the ball is moving. And then my through is when I actually raise and shoot the basketball. The reason for this is because we want the basketball to move before our body. If the basketball moves first, then I have all of this energy still stored up to transfer through my body into the ball because the ball is already at the top right there. If I'm out of order with that, and let's say I raise up before the ball goes, now I have no energy to actually put into the basketball. And you're gonna struggle to be consistent to shoot the ball from any sort of distance, and you're probably gonna struggle to shoot the ball quickly as well. So all we're gonna do right here is just work that 1-2 with the 1-2 drill. I'm gonna start here in my one, lift to my two, and then to my through right there. Now I'm gonna move around the paint a little bit here. I wanna get myself to that one, ball moves first two, and then I'm through. We'll continue to work that. So ball is in my one, up to my two, to my through. How that looks from the side right here is into my one, into my two, into my through there. So now that we have that initial foundational piece set, we're gonna do the same thing, or we're gonna start to build up from that right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with our arms extended. So you're gonna get your hands placed in the basketball like we talked about here, okay? So splitting the air hole, guide hand on that seam, and I'm gonna be right about here, right about this middle hash mark or so. I'm gonna start with my hands extended out like this. And I'm also gonna start myself super tall, right? So think about yourself like getting measured, like that's how tall you wanna be right here. So arms out tall. I'm gonna drop from here to my one, and then up to my two through, right? So I almost imagine like you're reaching out to get a pass and you're pulling that pass towards you first, okay? As you pull that pass towards you, you're gonna drop down to your 1, okay? So I'm here, drop down to my 1, and then 2 through. Also notice that my feet replace, or I hop a little bit. So I'm here, boom, feet replace right there. Okay, that's gonna give me a little bit of energy give back, okay, as opposed to not doing that. So I wanna make sure as I pull that ball to my 1, I add that little hop, and then my 2 through. Again, you can kind of move around all in that range right there, starting full extension, 1, 2 through right there. We want this to be a full body shot. Like, we don't want this to just be your upper body. So you can jump on these here. Full extension to my 1, 2 through right there. Full extension right there, hands placed where I want them. 1, 2 through. So we're gonna go with a similar concept right here, except we're gonna work this off of a self toss or a spin. It's gonna start up super tall again right here. I'm gonna toss the ball nice and high in front of me. As soon as I reach out and grab it, I'm gonna drop it into my 1 and then 2 through here. So ball's in front of me, nice high spin, 1, 2 through. Nice and high spin, 1, 2 through. How that'll look from a side angle right here. Spin that ball out in front of me, 1, 2 through. So now we're gonna start to add in some game-like footwork too. This is essentially gonna simulate like a relocation or a slide. So a lot of times when you catch the ball on a catch and shoot into a shot, you're not standing still. You're probably moving right or left, right? So let's say your teammate drives to the middle and I'm here in the slot. I might have to relocate towards the middle right here before I actually get that pass. So we're gonna work on that last step and getting ourselves in a good position with our feet here. So all we're gonna do about free throw line here, I'm gonna start off just like we did in the last one. I'm gonna toss the ball out. This time it's gonna be a little bit to my side. And I'm going to step and I'm gonna land on 2. Just like we were replacing with both of those drills, I'm gonna do the same thing here, okay? Except I'm just gonna step first. So I step with the right, land on 2, which takes me to my 1, and then obviously 2 and through right here. Toss to the side, step, 1, 2 through. We'll do the same thing going the other direction as well. Toss to the side, step, 1, 2 through. Also understand that you don't have to go too early when it comes to the hop, meaning you don't have to really try and time it up too much to where you're getting to the hop at the same time that you're catching the ball. I'm gonna have the ball in my hands on my step before I even replace my feet like that, okay? So just notice that, you don't have to rush it. Toss it, step, balls in my hands, and then I can get myself to that little hop right there. Step, up into it. Now we're gonna repeat those last 2 drills, but from the 3-point line. So for the first one, I'm staying north-south right here in the same spot, but nice and tall, tossing the ball up to myself. As soon as I catch it, 1, 2 through. Now we're gonna add in that side step to hop here. So tossing it to my side, step, hop into my 1, 2 through, and I'll do the same thing going to my left. Toss, step, land on 2, up into my shot. So now we're gonna take that footwork and we're gonna apply it to game-like shots here. So we're gonna go 5 spots here. So I have corner, wing, top, wing, and corner. And we're just gonna go off of a slide or off of a relocation. So this can be off of one slide, this can be off of a couple slides if you want it to be. But I'm just imagining like, maybe I have a teammate driving baseline and I gotta relocate down into the corner right here. So I'm gonna toss it to myself, get myself with that step on the outside foot to my hop, right into my shot right there, okay? I'll mix up the direction, so I might start myself off going this way up into my shot. Maybe on my next one, I go the other direction right there. Step, land on 2 up into my shot. We're gonna go here, 3 makes in a row to move on to that next spot. You can adjust those makes depending on your level. If that's too easy, you can make it harder. If that's too hard, you can make it a little bit easier. Maybe you only go 3 makes and not in a row. Whatever you wanna do right there, but my recommendation to you would be 3 in a row, then move on to the next spot. Again, all 5 spots around the perimeter. Now what we're gonna do coming back after we finish that drill is we're gonna go all 5 spots again, corner, wing, top, wing, corner. This time you're gonna mix it up with any sort of catch and shoot shot. So I'll put in some examples, some clips right here so you can see some more examples of different shots in games, but you could work off a back pedal where you toss it to yourself here, okay? Back into my shot. You could work it off of like a transition look maybe where you're sprinting ahead, getting that pass. You can mix in those same relocations that we just got to right there, okay? because you can even come standstill now. You're just gonna mix up the type of shot you're shooting all off the catch. Again, my suggestion would be 3 in a row, but adjust that as needed. Now we're gonna do what I call game time shooting. You're gonna imagine like you're in a game right here, and you're just gonna mix up the type of shots that you're shooting. So you might imagine here that maybe you're coming off of like a pin down right here, and you're catching the ball in the wing, shot. The rule is that you need to change up your shot every single time. So you can't shoot the same type of shot twice in a row. Maybe that's my first one. Maybe my next one, I'm imagining like I'm getting a pass from someone in the corner, turn, shot right there. Maybe my next one is like a skip pass coming across right there. So I'm on the wing, ball gets skipped to me, I bump into my shot. Whatever you want to do, imagine yourself really in that game situation, like put yourself in that situation and have fun with this one right here, but mix up those types of shots. Again, sticking with shots off the catch, this is again, we're really starting to take that work, that foundational work that we've done and apply it into game-like settings. Like I said before, it's really important that you're deliberate with these drills, that you really focus on doing the footwork right, building good habits, and not just going through the motions and checking off boxes to say that you did the workout, right? It's much more important that you focus on being as purposeful as you can with everything that you do in this workout, making sure that you really do it to the best of your abilities every single time. And if you do that consistently, and you build those good habits and you start to make them a part of who you are, you're gonna become a better shooter. As you build up that confidence, we're gonna see way more makes happen for you in games. So like I said, do this workout every day or as often as you possibly can. And if you can commit to that, I promise you, you're gonna see crazy results. Now, if you want a full shooting program that's gonna help take your shot to the next level, take your confidence to the next level, check out the Elite Shooter System, which is linked down below in the description. Hundreds of players have already gone through this system. I'll post some screenshots here so you can see. So many players have used this to take their shooting to the next level and their confidence to the next level as well. So if you're interested in doing that, that's gonna be the top link in the description down below. I appreciate you for watching. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.